What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 11 different coins today. We're going to be going over next for Jacked Bandit. He's jacked, man. Rune for MHAT, CKB for Risk Taker, Arkham Coin for Adrian, SLP for DWN, NCH for the Energetic Domain, Prime and JUP for I Am a Royster, RLC for HLZI3EG, Trump for Rock Lobster, and finishing it up with TLT for No More Surfs. That's the order we're going to do it in. So I'm not going to repeat all that. You know, if you want to look at it, that's it. I might throw timestamps in, but it just depends on how much time I have whenever I'm set and done with all these videos today. So hopefully we can breeze through this, do a quick little analysis for each of them. But without any more talky, let's get into this. So looking at this here, pulling up the RSI. It's going to be worthless. It's not going to help us at all. Okay. On a weekly, maybe. Sure, we have bearish divergence. All right, maybe. But, you know, it's technically not confirmed bearish divergence until we get a red week. So won't help us at all, really. 4 hour. Okay, the 4 hour might, but the daily won't. So anyways, looking at this thing from a high to a low. Come on now. You know you want to. There we go. You went all the way up to your 2, not common. You normally stop before there, or go past it. But here you are coming back now. I wonder. There's really no other fib to take from that. So let me see. Maybe you can do this. Maybe we can do this. Come on now, top to bottom, or bottom to top. I wonder what this looks like. Your 100 comes right in line with that 0.5 there. That's interesting to note. Maybe because you saw a round number at the 2, maybe you come down to your 100 or your 2, all the way back down to 25.7 cents, something like that, which is also right in line with this previous all-time high right here. Well, I'm going to call it the all-time high. Yes, your all-time high was way higher, but that's just, I'm not going to count that. That's BS over there, where you're getting real or more real-looking price action now. So probably down a little bit, man. Very strong movements. Probably around $26 to $23 or 26 to 23 cents, somewhere in there. I would put a heavy emphasis on that like 25 cent to 26 cent area, in my genuine opinion. Probably going lower. Bearish engulfing candle, you're below your 236, probably going lower from here nonetheless. Looking at the 4 hour, yeah, looking like it wants to roll over a little bit. So I would just keep an eye out for that. It might come all the way back, man. You never know. And I'm assuming because it's on a decentralized exchanges mainly, I would assume that this thing probably has a lot to go to the downside, or potential for the downside. You know, it could go all the way down to 14 cents. So just because I'm saying look for it to go around 25 cents doesn't mean that it's incapable of going lower. But that's next. I hope that helps, man. I think it is going down in the more immediate term. There's not really a whole lot of data to go off of, but I can say that you're in a nice little downtrend on your 1 hour, and on coins like this, the 1 hour can be a little bit more significant. Higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the prices, hidden bearish divergence. You're in a downtrend, probably going lower. So that's next. Let's talk about Rune now. Oh man, I got to sneeze. I want to sneeze. I'm not trying to fight it off. I'm trying to let it happen, but it's just not happening. Hit your 61869 zone. The white zone is for loading and unloading only. Looks like some people unloaded. You back tested it as resistance on your way down. You're probably going to work your way back down. You're in a downtrend in your own right here with ThorChain, with Rune. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe Rune's ThorChain, right? Isn't that what it is? Let's look it up. I'm pretty sure it is. But Rune, coin, gecko. Yeah, ThorChain price, yeah. Anyways, lower highs, probably going to go form a lower low. If not a lower low, you're probably going to form a higher low and try to break out of this trend, but not yet. Look at that, you even kind of broke out of it there. Not bad, but I don't think you held out of it. It's not significant enough. Really what you did was actually tipped this line. Yeah, maybe I should have drawn it to this line here. Yeah. Getting close. I kind of have faith actually that this low would prompt a higher low, and then you'd get ready to move out. Maybe go back to your 236 or your 382, somewhere between about 280 to 176, 175. That's not the low. 236 here, 382 is right near that. 382 going to have some solid support there, and you got your 618 around this 236. So yeah, very much in like standard fib fashion, I would assume that you come down and find support at either of these levels. In fact, whenever you see the 618 as resistance after having your bounce, right, your low hit, it's actually very common to go to your 382. So, and you wouldn't actually even, you could go below it, you could go a little bit below it, and it would be fine. You could go all the way to your 236 and it would be fine, but it's very common once you see this kind of rejection to literally bounce right off your 382. I don't normally call for a bounce right off of it, but I feel kind of confident in calling for that now. You have previous resistance here, previous support there. Yeah, so you're probably going with a pretty fine limit of variation around $2.80 is what I'm thinking. Probably around there, and then we can talk about you moving back up. But for now, a little bit lower. Here you are at $4.11, so that's quite the drop. Yeah, you're showing some weakness on your daily, man. That doesn't look good. You're getting around your green line here. You're not getting oversold yet, but you're definitely not showing strength. You're looking like you want to go lower. Really, what you kind of have in your daily is like a descending triangle almost. Flat base, descending highs. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to break down to the downside. I don't think you've seen the full strength of this down move yet. It's gonna come. You moved up swift here. You're probably going to drop ass real quick, and then consolidate or like move slowly around that area and then come back or something like that. I don't know. But lower, around 280 is where I think you're going. That's Rune. Let's move on to CKB. CKB USD. USD's cryptos. Let's see. I've never heard of CKB. Maybe I have, I just don't remember it. But 2021 is whenever this chart started. Is this the oldest chart that we have available? Probably not. Okay. Do we have something else besides Binance? KuCoin, maybe? Not enough. You know what? We're just going to use this real quick. I'm just going to look at this real quick. Yeah, maybe we don't need it. We can use Binance. We're all good. Because you're basically, the areas of support down here match the areas of support from before, so that's fine. Top to bottom, rejected your 236. You might come back down to the 6.9. You might even come back down for like a double bottom of sorts. Hard to say. Let's see. I want to look at it on the daily just real quick though. Yeah, I would think looking at the weekly here that you want to go a little bit lower from where you are. Yeah, the daily looks like you want to go lower. So where are you going to go, relatively speaking? Low to high here. Come on now. 12728, you're 786, 1414 at the 886. You're probably going between 0026 to 00276, somewhere in that range. Lower from here. That's what I'm thinking with this. So we're going to move on from there. I'm going to try to speed through these a little bit more. Arkham. I think that's fine. I think we can use this. It's not a whole lot of data to go off of, but we're on the daily time frame here. Looks like it wants to go down more. Yeah, you kind of had this uptrend, right? And you've since broken. Oh man, that's actually beautiful. That is beautiful. Not in a good way, but like you can see what I'm going for, right? You had this support line now turned into a resistance line. You're probably going to go down lower, is what that means, right? You just found resistance on it, and hell of a reaction off of it too. Let's see. I don't know. I feel comfortable taking that low. You're probably going to go to 41 cents to 36.5 cents, if not lower. Probably back at the bottom of this range, something like that, from whenever you first listed on KuCoin. Maybe not all the way down here, but somewhere around. I'd feel comfortable saying around anywhere really from like 34 cents to 41 cents is where I think you're going. And in fact, I would even think you go below 40. I don't think you find support on this wick, personally, but that's just me. So Arkham going down. They're all going down, man. It's okay. It's rare to find one that's going up, but let's see. One that's going up that's not a scam. SLP, I believe this is the right one. Yes, Smooth Love Potion. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, by the way, but I'm fairly positive. I'm going to make sure. I want to make sure. It's the only one, so yeah, we're good. 003, 003, there we go. Okay. Positive reaction, lower lows on the weekly RSI, higher lows on the price. This is one of those ones that actually kind of looks like it wants to go up. Speaking of the weekly, I kind of like it. kind of being the key word, because overall it's just gone. It's been a crap show. But to be fair, I do like this bottoming out, man. I don't think it's go time yet, so if you were to see it come down, it's okay. It's totally okay. You could come back down to 00195, find support at a previous area of support and the 069 itself, but you might be working your way up to this 236, man, at about half of a cent, yeah. Previous areas of resistance there. Wouldn't be crazy at all. I don't know. Hit that 2886 deep extension, essentially. Bouncing off the 1618. Hey, look at that, man. Previous areas of resistance, too, right there. I like it, man. I really do. Let's look at the daily. Daily is a little bit less persuasive. I think you're going to go down. I do. I'm glad I looked at the daily before I got too gung-ho on this thing. But I don't think you're going lower than that low. I think at the lowest, you're probably going to go somewhere around 0019, 002. You could go lower than that. You know, what you've got going on back to this weekly here is you've got this nice, like, huge drop, right? It was fast, and then it was slower, and then it's slower, and now you're actually kind of turning around. You're getting a very soft, like this is actually a really nice formation. It's just going to take time. So you probably come down, you form a higher low, which you technically don't have yet. You don't have a higher low, so you're probably going to form a higher low in the form of a 618 to an 886 retracement, which is anywhere from 002 to 0015. But I would focus more on that 002 to 0019 area personally. But if it goes lower, it's not a threat. It's just, again, that area, that 618 is right there with that previous low. So, but lower nonetheless is where I think for SLP. And then with time, you might see a dramatic recovery in this thing, man. It's a very nice bottom. This is the kind of bottom. It takes good things take time, and this is a good looking bottom so far. But again, not that much historical data, so don't hold me to it if I'm wrong, man. But that's my thoughts on it. NCH is NCH. Is it a crypto? Or is it a stock? It's definitely not a stock. Maybe it's nothing. Let's see. I don't know, man. Hey, the energetic domain. I got NCH written down here. I can't find it, man. I don't see anything like that. Let's see. NCH. And I'm not going to go looking through all the comments to try and find it. So either you did a typo or I did a typo, but let me know if I did a typo. I'll rectify it tomorrow. But I guess we're not talking about 11 cryptos. We're going to be talking about 10 today. Prime. Sorry about that, but that's just how it is sometimes, man. And if it was a stock, I really only talk about stocks that are on like American exchanges. I'll talk about it on a different exchange. You know, there are NCHs. There's this at whatever exchange that is, but I need people to clarify that if that's what they want, because if it's not on an American exchange or it's not a crypto that's viable that I can find, I'm assuming that there's some kind of hiccup, which I feel more confident in saying that it's probably not what we thought it was. But anyways, maybe there's a typo or something. High here, lower high, high here, higher high, bearish divergence. You're out of the overbought zone. You are coming down, man. You're going to come down at least to $4.94, probably a little bit below there actually, maybe down to $4.62, with a very real possibility of going down to $2.87, if not $2.43. But I wouldn't think you'd go much lower than that. Lower for sure. It's just getting started. Oh yes it is. Oh yes it is, man. Yeah, it doesn't look friendly. Lower. It's going to go lower. Those are the price targets I'm giving it. Don't have to spend too much time on that one. Jupe. Let's look it up on here. Jupiter. I thought it was something like that. Yep, that's the one there. 3 years. Wow, without any major exchanges listing you. Let's look you up here. Let's see. Got my grape juice. Let's see. Lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, you've been around for a little while, but you've been going down for a long time. I mean, essentially since the bear market. You know, for most crypto it was November of 2021, but for some cryptos it was earlier that year that their bear market started. So that's okay. Still moving lower though into September of last year, man. I don't have hopes for this thing. You're still in a downtrend. I would stay away from this one. It might be a gem. It might be a gem. It very well could be. You never know when this thing could have a comeback. And if it has a comeback, it could be a hell of a comeback. But I don't have hopes for it, man. I'm not even going to throw an RSI on this thing because I do think it wants to go lower. Personally, I do. It's been around that long, and it's not on any major exchanges. 382 support, 236 rejection. You're probably at least, if you're not going to form a higher or a lower low, you're going to probably go down, I would think, to about 00185. If not, you're going to form a lower low and go to 0002 or 000019. I wouldn't throw any of those out of the equation, man. Let's actually look and see. Because you've given me nothing. You know, we've been in a bull market now for a little while. You're giving me nothing to assume that you're not going to continue to go lower. 1414 support there. Low to high. 1618 support there. You might do exactly what you did this time, which is go up a little bit, come back down, find a slightly higher low, go up a little bit, and then find your lower low. Go up a little bit, come back down, find a slightly higher low, go up a little bit, then you go back down. So you might find a slightly higher low, go up a little bit, form a lower high again, and then go down to anywhere from, I would say, 3011 to 4019, just based off of what you've presented previously. That 1618 is pretty damn close to your all-time lows, so I very much feel like that's where you're going to go. I don't know. I'm not too confident. You know what I would say is this move up does look a little bit different than any of these other ones do. Okay. That doesn't mean it's a good thing. Okay, I'm not. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Rejected your overbought zone. You had a stronger move back here for sure. Tipping that 786, can't break above your 618 really. Yeah, I'm not excited about it personally. It doesn't do it for me. Maybe there's something that I don't know about this thing. You know, I am just a chart guy, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it wants to go lower. I would stay away from this one. Out of all the ones we've talked about so far, that's the one I would stay away from personally. But again, I might not know something. You know, maybe there's something I don't know about. I'm assuming this is the one you wanted, HL. I think this is the one you wanted. Go to the weekly here. Zoom out a bit. What a drop you had, right as you listed on Coinbase too. Isn't that funny how that happens? It's almost like the exchanges scoop it up on the down low, the price pumps, and then once they list it, then they sell it to the retail, and the price dumps. It's crazy how that happens. It's like they pump the price so that they can sell it to you for an expensive price, and then you buy it, and then you panic sell down here back to them. They're just making money, man. No matter what, they're winning, because even if they buy it back down here, they bought it all the way down here, and you bought it up here, so they're whatever. Anyways, top to bottom, 618 touched, tipped, and rejected. You're probably, you're looking all right, but not right enough. It's so difficult with this one. You know, because you could come down and form a higher low. You might not even hit this 382. You could go below this low and then go all the way back down to this 236 where you found significant support before. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm going to guess anywhere from about $1.50 to $1 itself. It's not really that helpful, unfortunately. But I do think you go lower immediately. Maybe $1.63 to $1.55. If you can hold support there, you might be making another run up. You might form a higher low and then do some good things, but nonetheless lower from here. That 1272 comes right in line with that 236 though. Just because there is confluence doesn't mean it's significant. It's significant. Confluence is significant, but it doesn't mean that it's like a magnet. It doesn't mean that the price has to go there. But sometimes that does happen actually. So I should say oftentimes. But down from here is what I'm thinking. Down from here. Again, look for support around $1.55 to $1.63. If not, you're going down to about $1. That's RLC. Let's move on to Trump. Trump coin. Here we go. Trump coin. MAGA. Liquidity volume 2.2. There you go. Is there a Biden coin? I'm curious. Let's look it up. There is a Biden coin. A lot less liquidity though, and the chart looks sad. It looks confused. It looks like it walked up a flight of stairs or down a flight of stairs and it tripped, you know, and then just tumbled to the ground, something like that. Sounds about right, right? Trump. Let's go to Trump here. Apparently the news story with Trump is that he has syphilis. I'm sure we all have heard about that though. I don't know. I don't know what he has, man. Maybe he has something, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I'm sure if he had syphilis, he wouldn't be waving his hand around with syphilitis. But I don't know, man. The man's pretty shameless. Top to bottom, looking good, Trump. You're actually looking pretty damn good. This is the most bullish chart so far, to be completely fair. I mean, look at that RSI, dude. That is strong. Bearish divergence presenting itself, though it's not confirmed. Though you do have lower volume as you're getting higher. That's not a good sign necessarily, but the day is still young. Looking good. Like, honestly, looking pretty good. Let's delete. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Come on now. Top to bottom. Broke above. You broke that 1618, bro. That's good. That's good. Found support on your 100. Yeah, dude, you're looking great. You could find resistance right around here. You might move higher. You might go to $1.60. You might go higher than that. It's not too easy to say. I would say that the decreasing in volume as you're moving up is not encouraging. The day is still young. Let's see how it goes. You know, here volume was slowly building, and yes, you topped off on high volume, but actually no, you didn't. You had high volume here, volume decreased on this day, and that's when you turned around actually. Where you're going down, volume dies off, that's when you turned around. That's normally how it is, but not always. Don't take that to the bank, because it doesn't. Volume just kind of does whatever, man. It's like a rough idea. On top of rough ideas, it's a rough idea. Yeah, you're at your 1618 there. You're right there. It really wouldn't surprise me if you turned around right here. You could form bearish divergence today and then turn around, so it might be a good time to take profits. I don't know if it's a good time to get in. The 4-hour does look pretty decent, but again, you're also, you know, moving up, lower volume, higher volume relatively speaking. To be fair, it's lower volume than this, but higher volume than any of these. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this one. I want to say it's going to turn around from here. Probably turn around, form a higher low. You form this low right on your previous top. I'm inclined to believe that you'll do the same thing. So you probably go to about 63 cents. Here you are at $1.40 roughly. You probably go back to 63 cents. Hell of a drop, but it'll probably provide people an opportunity to get in. Let's see if there's anything else that lines up with that. Yeah, look at that. 382 right there, bro. 62.7 cents. Yeah. I doubt you go lower than that. If you do, it's going to be barely. So that's what I think about Trump. I think it's going down a little bit. A little bit. It's probably going to go down, and trust me, I know I'm the person that knows most about these things, man. That was a really bad impersonation. That was really bad. And believe me, I know about bad impersonations. Let's see. TLT. I'm normally better than that, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Okay. This one is a gold mine. Get in it, sell your house, sell your kids' house, and your shoes. Take the shirt off your back, go find the nearest homeless person and sell it to him for something, even if it's his pocket lint, because this is definitely something you want to buy. I'm surprised that not everybody hasn't bought in this thing. Yes, it continues to go down, but so what? You know, that's just that's just crypto. Look at all this volume. Stay away from this one. I would rather throw my money into JUP. It's safer there. Stay away from this one. That is financial advice. Okay, that's let's like really zoom in here because I can see it's up 25% already today. Stay away. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. You can think about it, but don't even think about it. All right, that's all we got for you guys. If there was a winner, to be fair, Trump is the most robust one out of all of them so far, but they're all going to go down. So I don't really know if there's a winner tonight. So that's that. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.